Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this wonderful Saturday. Nice chilly here down in Florida. And under 50 degrees right now, which is crazy for South Florida. I guess hopefully everybody else in the rest of the country is having a great night tonight. But Biden is off his rocker, that's for sure. Hi, Tia. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie Rogers. Hi, Nana. Hi, Rodney. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Matt. Hi, Corinne. And hi, Hank. Hi, Minnie. How you guys all doing tonight? Please hit that share button if you're in here. That share button is so vitally important to us, especially with what we're getting shadow banned constantly. Hit that like button down on the bottom of the page. Helps us get out there as much as possible to get the news out there and fight that shadow banning that we're facing from Facebook. As you know, last night they tried to get us for something that never happened and never will happen. Biden is so off his rocker, though, that he's worried that the Secret Service is loyal to Trump and trying to go after his administration. No, the problem is he's held in classified documents in the White House under pressure to explain why it didn't reveal the documents and discover it earlier. I mean, this is crazy. More documents were found today. More documents found today. 5 more documents were found in his Delaware home today. Once again, ridiculousness. Biden's counsel, of course, you know what's crazy is they're only finding these. I want to know what's found with these documents because his lawyers are finding these documents and turning them over when they find them. But I want to know what the other paperwork is with them. I want to know if more Burisma stuff, with the deals that they made and everything else was found with these documents, or what the deals in Ukraine they made and how much money. I mean, it's crazy. All this needs to be figured out. Somebody else needs to go and search. Why isn't he impeached yet? I have no clue. As more documents are found day by day, lawyers are finding more documents. And the documents that were found, and more classified documents were found at Biden's home than previously stated. Lawyers for Joe Biden, of course, found more classified documents in the Wilmington, Delaware home, previously known as White House, than the White House acknowledged Saturday. A total of 6 pages of classified documents were found during a search of his private library, another thing. Previously, it was only said a single page was found there. We're finding more and more information out. Library, his office, his house in Maine, his house in Delaware, his garage with his car, this is one thing. Yeah, FBI needs to be searching this, and they need to. Yeah, each document can have thousands of pages. And this is crazy because I want to know what is actually in these documents because we know some of it has to do with Ukraine and China and Burisma. I want to know what documents were found alongside of these. What kind of deals were made with these documents, classified documents at that. Joe Biden, of course, doesn't remember when he did an hour ago. Exactly. His Corvette's locked in his garage. They're searching. Why are they searching and what got all started? Because when they went to go close down his office at Penn State and the Penn State University, they found documents, classified documents. He's paying his lawyers, not just random people to search. He's paying lawyers thousands of dollars an hour to search. Instead of letting the FBI and the DOJ get involved, which they're not getting involved. This is ridiculous. The White House is already facing scrutiny for waiting more than 2 months to acknowledge the discovery. I mean, imagine if this came out before midterms. I never had access to all these documents. It's not a question. It is not a question. It's a guarantee. And it's guaranteed that additional classified documents will turn up in the future. Even though Biden could guarantee that additional documents would not turn up in the future searches, they already have. He said that on Thursday. Today, of course, 5 more pages are found. I mean, he had Gene Perry tell reporters that you should assume that it's been completed. That means there's no more documents. I mean, this is ridiculous. They need to really, somebody needs to get in there. FBI, DOJ, Department of Homeland Security at this rate. Documents are everywhere. Literally everywhere, just like littered around his house. Around multiple properties at that. They can't say it's Trump was worse. Trump had him in a lock closet, and the FBI even said, hey, put another lock on that door. They did. Either way, we're hemorrhaging money without even supporting another war. The country is hemorrhaging money. And it's unbelievable why we're hemorrhaging money. We're spending so much on asylum seekers, and we'll get to all that here in a little bit, but it's ridiculous. GOP, of course, finally led House Judicial Committee probes the DOJ on activities on Biden documents. They want to know about these documents. They want to know what is actually going on. I mean, this investigation and the handling of these classified documents, he was not president. He had no right to take them out of office in the first place. No right. He had no declassification ever, has he had any class or ability to declassify documents. He has never had that ability until he became president. These are all pre-presidential. He should be impeached at this point. That's not a question. Where are the impeachment proceedings? Nobody's filed them yet. Nobody's started talking about it yet. This needs to happen now. Yeah, Republicans should be all over this. The impeachment files should already be filed. I mean, the committee requested document communications, including the DOJ, FBI, and Biden's office, with the deadline of the 27th of January. This is ridiculous. Obama doesn't want to get in the middle of this. Biden gets impeached. Kamala Harris becomes president. She pulls Michelle or Michael Obama in as her vice president. Vice presidents do not have the rights to declassify documents or take them out of the White House. A lot of people don't understand that. He was vice president. No rights to those documents. I guarantee we'll see eventually Biden get impeached, and then we'll see Michelle or Michael Obama become vice president, and I guarantee that will be Democratic Party's front runner in the next election for president. We will see another Obama running for president. It's just ridiculous, though, because this started already happened. Why aren't these documents being pushed any further? Lawyers know that the documents existed, and more documents keep coming out. Speaker becomes president if Kamala Harris is the same time as Biden, both get impeached. If both don't get impeached, then Harris gets to choose a new vice as an interim vice president, which will be Michelle Obama. Which is ridiculous, but that's the way it's going to work. Both have to be gone, yes. Speaker is third in line only, and it does not move up to presidency or vice presidency unless both the president and the vice president are gone at the same time. Doesn't work that way. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I mean, there's enough to impeach Harris, though. There was enough to impeach Harris when she got elected in an office. What she did with the violations with having the fund for bailout. I think Democrats are done with Biden anyways. They could have easily covered this up and not have we never heard of it. Never heard of these documents in the first place. They could have told his lawyers to just destroy the documents, nobody's looking for them, and turn the other cheek, and we would have never known. I think the Democrats are done with Biden and do not want him to run again. The state of the country's in turmoil. Yeah, watch 1,000 Mules. So that's a good. Speaker House is third in line if something happens to both the other ones to become president, not vice president. Yeah. Their plan is unfolding in front of us. We're watching it happen. Absolutely ridiculous, though. He needs to be impeached. She needs to be impeached. Both of them at once should be impeached. I mean, nobody wants McCarthy as a temporary president, but at this point, Jesus. They just started to investigate Hunter Biden and his business dealings because they're finally getting his transactions and his money handling turned over to them. And now these documents are one after another day. Every day we're finding more stuff. We know Ukraine documents were in the first original documents, and we know the Chinese documents. Both Burisma and the money that they made in China and Burisma deal, documents were found on both of those the first time. So, oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They're doing it right in front of us, and now, for a while, yeah, they've been doing it right in front of us and getting away with it because the Democratic Party had his back. They don't anymore. And it shows. It truly shows as we're watching what's happening. One thing after another. I mean, I'm going to talk about a story that just got pulled offline, and I don't know it's true because I've already read the DHS document allowing non-citizens to report labor violations without jeopardizing immigration. That means illegal citizens now can go and report you for making them work or for letting them work for you without getting in trouble, but yet you're going to get in trouble. So you go and hire somebody, an illegal immigrant, because they really need work. They're begging for money, right? Then they turn you into the DOJ or DHS. They turn you into DHS for violation of workers' rights because you're not paying tax. You're not paying taxes, so they're not paying taxes on you. You get money kickback for reporting the violation, and you don't get in trouble. What kind of system is going on here? What is wrong with this country? So now we have open borders with massive amounts of illegal citizens coming through the borders. Basically, getting jobs anywhere and everywhere they can. They report labor violations of like not paying taxes on that person or not paying taxes on that person. They report you. They get paid for it. And they don't jeopardize their own immigration status or get kicked out. There's a serious problem. I heard about this story, earlier today, and I was doing reading on it, reading on the DOJ documents or Department of Homeland Security as well. And it was published, like it was on ABC's, NBC, it was on Fox, it was on all these other channels. The article is gone, temporarily unavailable. 503 on every single one of those pages that had the article. This is absolutely crazy. We know what happened. We know what's happening. All the information leads to it. We're all everywhere. Give a person a job. They know about this. They don't have to be pissed. They know about this rule. You give them a job. They report you. They get thousands of dollars. I have a VPN. I have several VPNs. But so they get thousands of dollars for reporting you. Yeah, that's what we need is 800 or 82,000 ICE employees. We need them. Sorry. So this is ridiculous though, because you don't even like you could like the guy that gave you a job. You're talking getting a $5,000 for reporting this violation. So you report a violation, you get a job. The first day you go to work, you report the violation. That's all you need. You're going to get a check for $5,000, and that company is going to get fined anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000. I mean, workers are already losing ground due to inflation, despite big wage gains. Now these companies that are trying to be nice and trying to hire people that need jobs, they truly do. This isn't a game of chess. This is a game where the United States government wants to control every single aspect of your life, and it's happening. Wages, workers' pay increases fall behind inflation in 2022 for the second year in a row. Households are worse off despite historical gains in pay. Yeah. No, they won't have to leave. If they are asylum seekers, just because they don't have a work visa yet, they still get 5 years of benefits, 5 years of housing, cash assistance, food stamps, Medicaid. Oh, wait, but if you're a U.S. citizen, you don't get that stuff. That stuff only qualifies, you only get, first of all, a U.S. citizen only qualifies if they absolutely necessarily need it for cash assistance, is 4 years maximum was what you can receive in cash assistance in the United States. But asylum seekers get more than that. Heck, and if they leave and they come back again and seek asylum again, they get it again. New York mayor is requesting aid for sheltering hundreds of asylum seekers. They're at the breaking point. Yeah, next thing they going after is your gas stove. That's what we were talking about the other day. I mean, we're watching mayors like from these cities, these shelter cities or whatever they want to call themselves. All are requesting money for asylum seekers because they're unable to continue sheltering arriving asylum seekers. They already get emergency mutual aid. I don't understand this. This is ridiculous. First of all, Trump didn't steal those documents. Trump said he declassified them. which they can't get him for classified documentation because anything he said he took with him, he declassified. He moved out of the White House when he was still president. January 20th, he was still president when he moved out and he took those documents. Whether they wanted to believe his claim or not, he doesn't have to tell anybody they were declassified. All he had to do was think in his head they were declassified because he had the right to do that at the time. Biden never had that right. As we're watching this probe go deeper and deeper, it's ridiculous. I'm waiting for the next shoe to fall at this point. Literally. Afraid I'm going to turn around and something new is going to be out there. It's dangerous watching what's happening to the country at this point. How much classified information is getting leaked? Who has it? And why do they have it? People can't afford to buy food themselves, but yet the government's providing food stamps to other countries or other citizens. It's craziness. Absolutely crazy watching this happen. Yeah, an average Americans right now are spending an extra $353 a month just in groceries, just to pay for food because of inflation. I don't know if you guys heard the story today. A Virginia Beach man was arrested because they searched his home. Look at this. They searched his home and found machine guns. Virginia Beach man arrested today after machine guns and firearms. Hopefully that brings my volume back. Hopefully you guys can hear me again. This is ridiculous. It's this fight against tyranny is the reason people are allowed to own these weapons. I mean, they're calling it illegal manufacturing and selling of firearms. Illegal manufacturing because he's building his own weapons. I mean, much less whatever else they found. I don't care about the rest. The point is, firearms are a right. They're a right for U.S. citizens. It was written in the Constitution, the right to bear arms for the fight against tyranny, to worry about a tyrannical government coming in and overshadowing and pushing your way against you and forcing you out of your rights. watching government just go in and search homes and take weapons because they deem them illegal. You know, back in the Civil War, back when the Constitution was written, any weapon that was able to be possessed by the military, citizens had. Even during the Civil War, even after that, we had cannons, and we went as cannons progressed. People had them. People had all that equipment at their own disposal on their own land. Nobody questioned it. Nowadays, it's a problem. Yeah. It doesn't say what kind of weapon you can and cannot have. It says your right to bear any arms. Right to bear arms does not say right to only bear this weapon or that weapon. It's all weapons. Of course, just another tick in the box. It's ridiculous. This is what we're facing, though. To dig more into stories and dig more into rights being violated and taken away. I mean, it's crazy. And then we look at Ukraine, the amount of money we supply for Ukraine. Okay, UK is going to supply tanks to Ukraine. Russia just bombed or shot a whole bunch of missiles all across Ukraine and destroyed a lot of property today. And a lot of infrastructure has been destroyed. So, UK Prime Minister is sending tanks, promised to provide tanks and artillery systems to Ukraine amid renewed missile attacks by Moscow. But who's paying for those? Let's dig a little bit deeper. Because we fund Ukrainian military and they're supplying. Or not Ukraine. UK. We supply Ukraine as well. We supply the UK with military equipment. Luckily, there's one senator that's smart enough to say, hey, I don't want these weapons going to Turkey or these planes, the F-15s. Somebody's standing up against that. We know where they're going to end up. It's just ridiculous watching this happen, though. It's absolutely ridiculous. Watching all these leftists now, late night TV hosts, making fun of Biden with these classified documents. This isn't a funny situation. This is a serious situation. Serious violation. Even Schumer's backing the special counsel into the Biden document case. It's just a joke at this point. Literally a joke of what's happening. Now, nurses are not just striking at this point. They're quitting at alarming rates throughout the country. And that's something else I want to talk about tonight is a new strategy for these hospitals, because they're becoming private more and more, is to lower the amount of emergency room beds available. And they're doing this so they do not have to take in poor citizens. Citizens with lack of insurance or otherwise, because medical rights means they have to treat you. But if they don't have a bed for you, that's not their fault. As now we're hearing from nurses, not just in New York City, but around the country, stating this to this effect. Put poor patients in the hallways. Give them a chair. Get rid of them as soon as possible. Don't treat them properly, obviously. As hospitals are becoming privatized across the nation, this is a huge problem. I mean, we have nurses striking in New York City, but it's a nationwide problem. Nurses coming forward everywhere and stating the same facts again and again. As more than 93% of hospitals now are private. It's happening everywhere, not just Vegas, not just New York City. This nurse situation is happening everywhere. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But God bless you all. Thank you guys for showing up tonight, and we definitely appreciate you guys being here. If you guys can afford to support the channel by supporting families in need, please donate. You want to help the channel out by getting something the channel needs, you can always click on that link and, of course, check it out. Check out the list of stuff we do need. We will be going mobile eventually, so we will be reporting from the road around the country as we travel. God bless you all. God bless America. Stay strong. We end this together. I will see you guys Monday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, of course. Till then, be safe, be strong, and be there for each other. God bless. Good night.